Welcome everyone. We are so excited to do our first Good Day OC with a live audience. Thank you guys so much for coming. We are thrilled. Thank you so much. We have the old pros here. Old pros, give yourselves a hand. The old pros are here to help us enhance this program and make it exactly what you viewers want to see. And we have an amazing show for you today. I'd first like to introduce our very own Lauren Solomon, and she is going to be doing a fashion show for Fall's Fashions. Take it away, Lauren.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, old pros. Welcome, everyone. And I could not be more excited. If I were modeling myself, it is my pleasure to introduce the Worth collection. Worth New York is a private collection of clothes. It's not sold through retail, and they have been generous enough to sponsor this fashion show for us. So I'd like to share a little bit about them. They were founded 25 years ago by three people who had a great sense of business and a really luxurious sense of style. And they wanted to create something that would allow women to create businesses on their own and give them a sense of independence, but more than anything, to let them have fun with friends and fashion. And that's what Worth New York has created over these last 25 years. They have a network of 1,200 women across the country selling clothes out of their own homes, inviting their friends for fashion parties and fashion festivities, or doing private shows just like this to spread the word and share the opportunity to be a part of something that's unique and not available everywhere. So I know, girls, we really don't like to see ourselves coming and going, right? It's nice to show up at a party in something that's uniquely yours, or even just walk down the street and know that what you're wearing is special for you. So we've brought a collection and a selection for you to see on break. If you want to take time, go visit Ida and Laura over by the racks of clothes. And they are the the Worth New York Orange County team. And right now, what I would love to do is introduce our models who are going to show you the iconic chic and represent a number of this fall's trends. So some of the top trends are fringe. We love our fringe. We love leather, whether it's vegan or real. We go both ways. We love equestrian looks, so a fitted pant, a longer jacket, or something that has an equestrian style print, easy to wear, casual. And one of our biggest trends is what we love for lifestyle is called athleisure. And in Southern California, certainly, right? We want to be able to wear our yoga pants out to anywhere else we want to go, but it would be nice if they were just a step above. So that's what athleisure allows us to do. It allows us to go everywhere from day into evening, whether it's just a change of a shoe or a change of an accessory, and then it takes us everywhere in terms of our own life and our lifestyle. So with that, I want to introduce to you some of your Laguna Woods neighbors, because who better to model the clothes than the people you're going to see on the street every day of the week. So I'd like to introduce Barbara Ann Watkin. Come on in, Barbara. Barbara Ann has been a resident at Laguna Woods for 10 years. She is a former registered nurse, and she is one of our top models. She has taken the trend of athleisure and the combination with leather to a new level, showing lots of detail that Worth New York is especially known for. Barbara, flip your little wrist. So some of the details that go on, this is what Worth New York is known for. You can see the color blocks and just combining it and pulling it all together. Worth New York is known for details, special stitching, small buttons, beautiful, beautiful details like the pant. And she's got the simply red leather pin tuck jacket with the striped black and red pullover and the stretch cotton and leather pant. Thank you so much, Barbara Ann. Next, we have the woman everybody needs to know in Laguna Woods. Jennifer Carmichael is the city editor of the OC Register, And she is our own Good Day Orange County events reporter. Thanks for that, Jennifer. And in addition, she edits the Laguna Woods Globe. So if you want to get something done around here, she's your girl, looking fabulous in our heather string cotton tank and matching cardigan, which is actually reversible front to back, so it can be higher or lower. And it's over our navy and carob pin dot novelty pant. So very fun, something a little special, mixing fabulous colors of the season. And thank you so much, Jennifer, for modeling for us. Rosemary Acker, you're going to have to smile. She's coming out, I would say, under duress, but looking fabulous. And I don't think you can resist the après ski, which is another one of our top trends. Whether you ski or not, if you're like me, you just really want to look like you lodge fabulously, right? So you want to be able to look like you just came off the slopes, only better. And in this llama quilted puffer jacket, which is another trend of the season, with the coordinated twill pant, and Rosemary, go like this so they can see your sweater. The wool color block pullover that pulls all of her colors together. You can close it, there you go. So thank you so much. Rosemary has been a resident with us for 8 years. And she is a former fashion consultant at Bloomingdale's and Saks in South Coast Plaza. Thank you so much. June Rose Davis is up next. She is our own former TV producer and a resident who moved away and moved back because she just couldn't stay away from Laguna Woods. Why would she want to? Look how fabulous she is. So June takes power dressing to new heights. There is power in color, and it doesn't have to mean a suit. Power can just be how powerfully you show up. And with the trend of the season, the giant wrap or shawl, June really is bringing it all home in the power blue, in her power blue top, sweater, and coordinated pant with the black fringed pullover. Sorry, the black fringe shawl over her pullover. And she can take this from day into evening anywhere she wants to go. Clearly, the shawl would be an extra, but you can totally see, you want to take it down again, that the sweater is reversible front to back as well, so you get 2 for 1. I love special touches like that, right? Yes. It expands a wardrobe without more pieces, especially if you travel or you have multiple residences. Great to have fewer pieces to work with. And off we go. Thank you so much, June. And last but certainly not least, to bring down the house, we have Sheila Bialka, our very own co-founder of Old Pros. Your tag is hanging out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's me.
And Sheila was the one who said to me, I don't want my tag to be hanging out. I'll check the mirror.
At everybody else, telling everybody else that.
Perfect. So since I knew you didn't want it to be, always the star, always the showstopper. Sheila's been a resident at Laguna Woods for 23 years, co-founder of Old Pros. She writes, directs, performs, and obviously brings up the finale of our fashion show in, again, part of the biggest trend this season, our fabulous wraps and shawls that you can throw on over any capsule and just turn it into a total look. It does, and they're so warm and soft, it kind of makes you want to feel it, right?
Lovely.
Beautiful,
Yes.
I think you need to own it.
Yes.
Excellent, you'll be going home with that piece. That's not a promise. Thank you so much for being with us. And again, if you have the opportunity to check out the clothes, they're available for us this afternoon. And hopefully in the future, we could bring an independent show to the community and show you even more. So thank you so much.
If you love slots, then you know Valley View Casino is California's slot capital. That's right, because at Valley View, you earn points faster than at any other Southern California casino, which makes earning instant cash rewards on your first visit easy. Plus, you'll be playing on San Diego's only certified loose slots, which means more chances to win. Choose to play in a smoking or completely separate smoke-free casino. No other casino gives slot players more than Valley View, which is why gamers always say,
"This card is money."
We love to show people that our sight loss won't hold us back. Thanks to free classes at Braille Institute, we're returning to the things we love. We're connecting with the world using today's technology. And we're learning to get back in the game. Thanks to Braille Institute, it's about what we can do, not what we can't.
Get information about free programs available from Braille Institute Anaheim, or learn about our new center in South Orange County by calling 1-800-BRAILLE or visit brailleinstitute.org.
It is my pleasure to introduce a topic that is so close to my heart. Right next to fashion comes makeup. And I get to chat with Jillian Lerner, who is the regional coordinator for Trish McEvoy Cosmetics. I've been working with Trish McEvoy Cosmetics for many years and really enjoy the product, and I couldn't be more excited to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being
It's a
here.
pleasure.
So, Jillian, tell us, if we could do a quick 4 things, right? It would take 5 minutes to just, for any age, for any skin type, what would you guys recommend? What are you recommending now to get us out the door looking fabulous?
Well, Trish McEvoy is all about brightening the eye area. So starting out with a good eye base essential, something that's going to brighten up the eyelid, take out the hyperpigmentation, take out the discoloration. It almost looks like an eyeshadow that you're wearing, even though maybe you don't have an eyeshadow on that day.
So you could actually wear it instead of an eyeshadow?
Absolutely. If you're just running to the grocery store and you don't feel like doing the whole shebang, the whole eye makeup look, just brightening up that eyelid is enough really to get you by. The second thing I would recommend would be doing a tight line on the inner rim of the lash line.
What is that?
What that means is basically you're going up in between the eyelashes with an eyeliner. You want to use a gel-based liner, something that is going to get as close and as tight to that lash line as possible. What it does is it bulks up that lash line so that it doesn't necessarily look like you have eyeliner on. Okay. It just thickens the eyelash, so it just looks like really beautiful full lashes. It sounds a lot harder to do than it really is. It's very simple.
What I know is that we all would like fabulous full eyelashes. That's why I have a drawer filled with, fake lashes I'd never put on.
Of course.
So
it's a lot easier to think that you can do it than it actually is to do on yourself, the fake lashes. Right. But this is a good little trick. The next thing I would recommend would be one of Trish McEvoy's most innovative technologies. It's called the Instant Eye Lift. It's actually a concealer and under eye brightener. You apply underneath the eye in a triangle shape. So literally from inner corner to outer corner. You want to keep it about parallel to your nose. And you want to brighten that area up. So it's concealing dark under eye circles, it's lifting, it's firming, and it's brightening.
Excellent. Because someone with raccoon eyes, I know there's not enough concealer
Join the
on
club.
the planet.
I'm with you on that one, absolutely. And lastly, I think everybody can really attest to this, brows. They really frame the face. They make a humongous impact. Depending on the person, just having that full brow or something a little softer. It doesn't matter how mature you are, how young you are. It just frames that face and gives you a nice, well-rounded professional look.
I'm always surprised that so many women don't do their brows because
too.
that just pulls their eyes kind of out of sight.
Absolutely.
And the minute you put on even just a little bit of brow frame, opens everything up.
Absolutely. It makes a humongous impact.
And you think that would take all of about, 5 minutes in the morning?
5 minutes, yeah. We like to do like a 5-minute touch-up. Of course, a nice fresh lip color is something you can do on the go. So, but if you just have 5 minutes in front of your mirror, those are the 4 things that I would really recommend.
Got it. Tell us a little bit about Trish McEvoy. What's her philosophy of makeup?
Trish McEvoy is a self-starter. She is she owns her own brand still to this day. She actually married a world-renowned dermatologist named Dr. Ronald Sherman. He was one of the very first dermatologists to ever put in a med spa, which is still open in New York. She believes in a system called a planner system, which is keeping our clients as organized as possible and having everything laid out for you. So instead of our traditional makeup bag, this is it almost looks like a Franklin planner. Right. You open it up, it has the 2 rings in it, and everything is at your service, almost like a portable vanity. Perfect. Her main focus is just to make her women feel as beautiful as possible, but not in that makeup-y look way. Just really easy, simple things, depending on the particular woman's lifestyle.
Just to make it look like you were born like this, and that's how you wake up every day.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. Well, I love their makeup. I know hundreds and probably thousands of women who do also. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing with us.
Thank you for your support with Trish. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
A drive down the coast on a perfect day is the essence of freedom. The road, the view, the pure joy of driving. Can it get any better? Yeah, it can. At South County Lexus, we'll show you how you can make driving fun again. Because here, the journey means more than the destination. And the right car makes all the difference. South County Lexus at Mission Viejo. Different, just like you.
Are you having pain in your feet? Is walking and standing becoming a torture for you? Wearing the right shoes or orthotics can help alleviate foot, leg, hip, and back pain. At the Shoe Specialist, we will evaluate your feet for the right type of shoes and orthotic inserts. We offer a wide variety of the finest comfort and therapeutic shoes and orthotics, and if needed, we can custom make orthotics specific to your feet. Enjoy walking again. Come and visit us for a free evaluation of your feet. We're located in Laguna Woods next to Mother's Market.
I am so pleased to introduce a veteran in the entertainment journalism industry, Francine Brokaw, who is also a very good friend of mine. Welcome, Francine.
Thank you. How fun is this?
I know, we love our
great.
audience. Thank you. Francine, thank you so much for being here. It is just such a pleasure. You live in LA, but you have a special connection to Laguna Woods, right?
My mother lives down here, my uncle lives here, and we have a lot of good friends down here.
That's wonderful. So very connected with the community.
Very much so.
So you have a new book out. Tell me about your book.
It's not quite so new, but it's still garnering a lot of interest. It's about my profession, entertainment journalism, and it has a whole bunch of stories by not only myself, but a lot of my colleagues.
Okay.
And it just actually is a enlightens readers as to what it is we actually do. We don't just stand on the red carpet and asking who do you wear, who are you wearing?
Right, who are you wearing? No. So I have actually read this book from cover to cover many times, and it is super fascinating. It's so fascinating. And some of the people, tell me who was the most interesting person that you interviewed with.
I always think of James Garner.
Okay.
Because he let everything go. He would not hold back. Even when the publicist came in and said the interview's over, he said, "No, I'm not done with my stories. I'm going to continue talking." He had such a wealth of information. He was in the industry for so long, and we got him talking about The Great Escape.
Okay.
And he had a lot of inside information about that, and a lot of not so nice things to say about Steve McQueen.
Oh, okay. For another time.
Yes. and a few of the other people. He was he didn't hold anything back. He would tell you what he thought.
Exactly, which is so rare.
It
really is rare in our world of publicists and journalists. So now I've noticed as you came in that you have this amazing ring. It spins around. And you told me there's some meaning behind it.
Well, actually, it's from my family, but I usually wear this for interviews because it is an icebreaker.
Yeah, and you can't stop doing it. Like really, you can't stop.
That's what Kevin Spacey did. I was sitting next to Kevin Spacey in a round table, and he was holding my hand, going like spinning the whole thing, and while he was doing the interviews, and part of me wanted to say, "Can I have my hand back so I can take some notes?" But I didn't dare because it was so much fun to have
I
him
would
hold
never
my
want to.
hand.
I would be holding that. So please hold my hand longer.
Yes. Oh, he's adorable. He's
Oh,
fun.
that's so much fun. Well, what an amazing career that you have had.
Thank you.
Is there anything that stands out to you about ways that maybe things have gotten better or worse for journalists?
It's gotten worse. The
Really?
paparazzi, for one thing. I have had to fight my way through a crowd just to get to an interview with Jennifer Aniston. It's the internet and the blogging and the tweets. There's no fact checking at all. I mean, that ruined it for us who are professional, that we consider professional. Those bloggers, and no offense, because I know you do
I'm a
have some
blogger.
but you can just write anything. You don't have. I come from the print side a long time ago.
You're a pro.
I'm
You're
print
a
dinosaur.
professional.
We're dinosaurs. And we had an editor. I've had editors that look through your stuff, change it, sometimes for the worse, but
And you have that barrier to entry.
yeah, you do, and you have somebody fact checking. Even recently, I didn't misquote somebody, but I did put the wrong name in, and the editor wrote me back and said, "Are you sure this person said that?" I said, "Oh, thank you very much.
That's
it was
good.
this
You
person."
need that. We
but
all
you don't
need
have
our
that
own
with
editors.
bloggers. They just everything that goes on the internet is supposedly fact.
Well, which is very difficult when we're trying to find, we all go to the internet for information, right?
Yes.
And everything we read on the internet we think is true, at least I do.
Yes. It's there. It's got to be true, right?
Okay, so speaking of Jennifer Aniston,
Yes.
What was she like to interview?
She was very nice.
Was she?
She was. She was
Oh,
nice.
good. That's good.
I was not pleased with her first husband.
With Brad Pitt?
Yes.
Oh, I know. There's some sad news today.
No, yeah, well, he didn't seem that nice well, I mean, he was nice, but he wasn't that
You
open.
don't hold back either, Francine. I like this. This is the
Sorry,
juice.
Brad. No, but there are some people that you just gravitate to.
Yeah.
And some people that
Shirley
hold on.
MacLaine was another one that I remembered you really
love her.
gravitated towards. And what
love
did you
her.
love about her? Was it her spirit? Was it her warmth?
She's so open, and we both have a love affair of Dean Martin in common. So we talked a lot about her relationship with the Rat Pack.
Oh, okay.
And it was fun. I really enjoyed talking to the old timers about the old Hollywood days, because it's so different than it is today.
It's the real golden Hollywood days.
Very.
Well, thank you so much, Francine, for being with
welcome.
us. For our viewers, this is Beyond the Red Carpet. If you have not read this book, you should read this book. It is fascinating, and it's a great read about the world of journalism then and now as well. So thank you so much, Francine, and we will be right back.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. It has no cure. Parkinson's is not limited to how a person moves. It can also cause symptoms like depression, fatigue, and impaired speech. Today, there is a new diagnosis every 9 minutes, though Parkinson's can be present for years before being diagnosed. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure. For more than 50 years, APDA has funded pioneering research and provided critical support to those affected by Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
We're very, very famous for our panini sandwiches. We didn't invent it, but we perfected it.
Stefano's Golden Baked Hams is family-owned and has operated in Orange County for 14 years. Our Laguna Hills location has just been renovated and reopened. Stefano's offers excellent food, a great beer and wine selection, outstanding customer service, and reasonable prices. We do catering as well. Stop in today. We're located on Alicia Parkway in Taunton.
Individual care, specialized care. At Harvard Eye Associates, your vision and quality of life can be trusted to a group of specialists that provide advanced technology for the treatment of cataracts, including laser-assisted surgery, a broad range of intraocular lenses, and astigmatism correction. Come join the Circle of Care at Harvard Eye Associates, where the future of vision is today.
Welcome back. I'm so excited that we have Jennifer here with us today. As usual, we're so excited to get a little bit more about what's happening with the Globe.
Well, we have exciting things happening with the Globe. I'm pleased to announce that we have a reporter now.
Awesome.
That is starting next week. Her name is Marie Ekberg Padilla, and she has been a reporter with the Register for many, many years. Probably more than a decade. She's covered, I think, every city in South Orange County except for Laguna Woods. So this will be really exciting for her as well to get to know the people and the residents here.
So she is dedicated to Laguna Woods to report on all the happenings of Laguna Woods.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So how do we get in touch with her if we have something newsworthy?
Well, you can email her. I'll give you her email. It's Marie Eck. It's MarieEK @hotmail.com.
Okay.
And you can send her if you have story ideas or just things you want to discuss with her about a story she's written. At the end of the story, there will always be a way to contact the writer, so you can contact her through that. Or you can certainly call me anytime at the Globe or email me if you have a story you think would be really good for the Globe.
Can you give our viewers your email address again?
Yes, it's J. Carmarker. It's KARMARKAR @ocregister.com.
Okay, that's great. So we have a new reporter, and our current events change so frequently that really what we should do is read the Globe for all of our current events.
Absolutely,
right?
yes.
And how do we subscribe to the Globe? Do we just go to
you
the
can
office?
Subscribe. You can come into the Globe office. We are in the community center on the first floor. We've actually just moved. We are now located next to social services on the right near the back parking lot. There's a door there. People can come right in, and we're right there.
Oh, great.
They can come in, or they can call us on the phone and subscribe. The phone number is 949-837-5200.
Okay.
And we will take your subscription right over the phone.
Right over the phone. Oh, that's so easy.
Yeah.
Okay, my last question is, how do we know whether a story is newsworthy and is worth putting in the paper?
Well, of course, we always have our news stories that we do typically on the boards and city council and any breaking news. But for our cover story with the photo, that is, we're very particular about that because we like stories. Obviously, I mean, there's people here with an incredibly rich history and amazing things that they've done. And then there's people here that are doing wonderful, fantastic things right now in rewirement. And if we can combine those two, we just like knock it out of the ballpark.
Awesome.
So, yeah, that type of
So
thing.
we think of those two things in mind when we're pitching a story.
Right, right. And also, I tend to think very visually. It's very important to have really dynamic, eye-popping art. Photos on the front.
So we would have a better chance of getting in the paper with a slideshow or a photo or something.
If the photos, we have a photographer that we'll send, and if the photos are really good, then that's really important for that centerpiece we call it.
That makes
with the photo on the front. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much, and thank you again for being with us and being part of the fashion show, and you look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you. We will be right back.
When the earth shakes, the ground moves, and things start to fall, you'll ask yourself, how prepared or unprepared are you? Have you removed objects from over the bed and over your head? Anchored your possessions securely to the wall. It won't be a pain, and you're not doing it in vain. Are your emergency kits packed? What about your family, your friends? Do they know what to do, how to get in touch, and where to meet? Do you know how to drop, cover, and hold on, covering your head and neck? What if you're outside? Or in a car? After the shaking stops, look around. Figure out what to do. Stay away from damaged areas. Turn on a radio. Reach out for help. And if you're trapped, do not move about. Stay calm. Only shout as a last resort. Once everything and everyone is safe, get prepared. An aftershock could be on its way. So before the earth shakes, the ground moves, and things start to fall, get prepared. Make a plan. Practice what you know, because an earthquake can happen anytime, anywhere. You never know. America's Prepare-a-thon. Be smart. Take part. Prepare.
My next guest is one of the most helpful guests that we've had on the show. He is an expert at taking problems and finding solutions for them when it comes to healthcare. Taylor, thank you so much for being with us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Taylor Florence of Transitional Care Solutions. TransitionalCares with an S.com, is that
Cares
right?
with an S.
Okay, so Taylor, what do you do?
You know, it started after 5 years in healthcare administration and working with thousands of families. There were constant and consistent frustrations and fears and confusions that we have naturally when it comes to healthcare challenges. And more often than not, healthcare really hits us as a crisis.
Yeah.
And we're not prepared for it.
Right. I never pull out my insurance card unless I have to use it.
Most of us prepare for healthcare challenges to the point of, well, I have my medical insurance. And we have medical insurance, but the medical plans nowadays are so confusing, we don't even understand those, right?
Well, you know what? I went into the office. We have a PPO, and I went to schedule my cute little daughter because she's having knee problems. And they called me, and I called up, and they said, do you have insurance? I said, yes, I have a PPO. And they said, okay, but is it Obamacare? Because we don't take Obamacare. And I'm like, oh. And so I was so bummed, and I was going to have to pay out of pocket. And anyway, it is so confusing, and it's so frustrating no matter how old you are, and no matter how many children you have, or if you're just dependent on yourself, it's so confusing.
It is. And the older we get, statistics show the more and more we might be interacting with healthcare situations, right? As we age and various challenges hit us, getting old is sometimes difficult, right? And so the idea really for me is, after so many years in senior care industry, I wanted to help people navigate those roads more smooth and have somebody on their team to help them take it step by step and really walk by their side. So Transitional Care Solutions comes into the lives of families, completely complimentary. And you know, I can talk to families.
There's no cost to this at all?
Well, there's no cost. I stay in business through relationships with, I put food on, I have twin girls, and I put food on the table through all the partnerships I have with healthcare providers who are interested in people having help and having support. And so for families, they can navigate through those challenges with somebody by their side who has experience and is in it every day, learning how the different plans work. What are the different options when it comes to senior care? There are over 3,000 options if you include in-home care companies in Orange County alone.
Wow.
When it comes
3,000 options?
Care homes, assisted living, in-home care.
Wow.
And that's not to mention hospitals and skilled nursing centers, and what does all that mean?
So take me a day in the life of Transitional Care Solutions. I call you up. Let's say that my dad is getting older. He may or may not need some care in the near future. So let's say I call you up and I say, Taylor, what can you do for my dad? I don't know what to do. He has this problem, and help me out. So what do you do?
Many of the families that I work with are in the crisis stage already. Because again, we don't plan. So I'll get a call and say, my dad had a fall, he broke his hip, and unfortunately it's happening more than we even think, right? Every day. And he's in the hospital, and it's not safe to be back home, and we need to find a safe environment for him, and we don't even know where to begin. And so many people have made preparations, like many of those living in this amazing community. They have support. A lot of people haven't, though. And so I can come in, That's one scenario, is sitting down with someone in a
So
hospital.
would you take somebody, like go meet with them in the hospital, and then you would find out what preferences they have, and then you would call up your, whatever, based on their preferences, you would go find a good solution for them.
Understanding
Okay.
families' care needs, their budget, which is a huge issue with all families. It can be expensive. Location desires. There are a lot of options, and so helping families find those options and be able to find care that is affordable and is the quality that they deserve.
Okay, that's great. That's great. I'm so glad that you have decided to start your business and really do something that is super helpful and really fills a need, because I have worked with senior care companies before, and I know that there's that need regardless of the area that they fill. So just to recap, it's Transitional Care Solutions, and it's transitionalcares.com. Is that right?
Transitional Cares.
Okay, and what's your phone number in case we would prefer to call you?
You can call me on my cell phone. For all the Laguna Woods residents, you can have my cell phone, Laguna Woods Village, 949-441-6055. You have my cell phone number. Call me, text me anytime, and would love to help.
Can we call you at 11 at night?
Please do.
Okay.
You know what? After 5 years in healthcare, you learn that healthcare is 24/7, and
Okay.
people need help at all different times. So my wife has gotten used to it, and I really love what I do and love helping people each day. It's such a blessing.
Okay, well, thank you so much, and thank you for the great work that you're doing.
Thanks for having me, Amy.
We'll be right back.
Individual care, specialized care. At Harvard Eye Associates, your vision and quality of life can be trusted to a group of specialists that provide advanced technology for the treatment of cataracts, including laser-assisted surgery, a broad range of intraocular lenses, and astigmatism correction. Come join the Circle of Care at Harvard Eye Associates, where the future of vision is today.
If you love slots, then you know Valley View Casino is California's slot capital. That's right, because at Valley View, you earn points faster than at any other Southern California casino, which makes earning instant cash rewards on your first visit easy. Plus, you'll be playing on San Diego's only certified loose slots, which means more chances to win. Choose to play in a smoking or completely separate smoke-free casino. No other casino gives slot players more than Valley View, which is why gamers always say,
This card is money.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. It has no cure. Parkinson's is not limited to how a person moves. It can also cause symptoms like depression, fatigue, and impaired speech. Today, there is a new diagnosis every 9 minutes, though Parkinson's can be present for years before being diagnosed. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure. For more than 50 years, APDA has funded pioneering research and provided critical support to those affected by Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
The public service announcement that you just saw of the American Parkinson's Disease Association was actually done by a producer named Autumn McAlpin. She's a local Orange County resident, and she is here with me today.
Hi,
Autumn, thank you so much for coming. It is so fun to be here with you, and you did such a great job on that.
Oh,
PSA.
thank you. Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about your career.
Well, it's funny, the PSA actually originated from here in Laguna Woods. In many ways, I got my film career start here in Laguna. The community has always been so welcoming and supportive. And I made a short film here in 2013. We shot a scene here, and the residents were very involved, and I got to know Sheila Bialka and Jeannie and Larry Strauss really well, and they actually opened up a clubhouse here for a big screening, so we got to have many Laguna Woods Village residents come out. And then a year later, Larry Strauss, a long-term resident of Laguna, approached me about doing a national PSA campaign for the Parkinson's Disease Association, and I was so excited to be a part of it, and he very much produced it with me. I directed it, and as you can see, it's gotten a lot of national play, and it has resulted in a lot of fundraising dollars, which has been wonderful.
That is really wonderful, and there couldn't be a better cause.
Yes, yeah.
So you really kind of got your start here at Laguna Woods, is that right?
Well, in many ways. I mean, it was happenstance what led us here to film a scene here, but it worked out well with my first film. At the time I was in grad school at USC, and I had been screenwriting for many years, but was wanting to learn more about production, and we ended up here with the scene, and I got to meet this wonderful community, and ever since they've been a great support.
Well, that's wonderful. And speaking of production, I understand that you have done a big production with none other than Danny Glover, is that right?
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of Danny Glover. Tell me about this. Tell me about Danny Glover.
Well, so am I. Yes, we were so fortunate to be able to produce a film, a feature film starring Danny Glover and James Lafferty of One Tree Hill fame. And
awesome. So cute.
Yeah, the ladies loved him. Yeah, the film's actually been released. We filmed in 2014, and we took it out on the festival circuit last fall in 2015, and it won several awards at festivals, and then we were acquired for worldwide distribution with Mar Vista Entertainment.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Right in Orange County. This is so exciting.
Yes,
okay, what's the title of the film?
It's called Waffle Street.
Okay.
And Waffle Street is the true story of a financier named Jimmy Adams, who worked in the finance world, and he was let go from his job when the market crashed in 2008 and 2009, and he wound up working as a waiter at a popular 24-hour diner. And there, a short order cook who happened to be an ex-con gave him hard lessons about life and finance and grits, and he ended up writing a memoir about his experience. And I met Jimmy a year later on a book panel, and was just really intrigued by the title of his story, and thought, that sounds like a film. And he said, many people say that. And so we went about optioning the script and working with him to develop the story, and it took many years, as films do, but we're very excited that the film has now been released and is available to audiences worldwide.
That is amazing. And I understand that we have a clip. Is that right? You brought a clip from
yes,
it. Okay.
We sure do. We have the
All
trailer.
right, let's watch.
What's wrong?
I got fired. I had everything. I got the car, I bought the house, worked my way up to vice president. I had just closed the biggest deal in this company's history. After this, they'd make me a partner.
We're gonna let you go, Jim. It's gonna be better for all of us if you're not here.
Here's what we're gonna do, Jim. We're gonna put you to work in the warehouse, right? Look at his hand. Look at your son's hand.
I don't want to look at his hand.
Go ahead.
I know what his hand looks like.
He doesn't want to look at it. It's like a woman's. Is that a manicure?
Well, I didn't know you had any other passions besides finance.
Sure I do. Plenty of things. Just need to find out what they are. I think I'd just like to try something else.
You ever do work like this before?
I have not, but I am a quick learner. Well, I could start by sweeping up. Might as well put it back in your purse. This is an attaché case. Thank you.
What can I get you?
Orange juice, white with cheese, and an application.
What do you mean, you want to work here?
Are you still hiring?
We're always hiring. It's my third time working here.
Are you joking? It's a fresh start. It's a chance to clear my head and work with my hands.
Edward, this is Jim, our new server. Show him how we get it done around here. I'm gonna throw a lot at you, Jimmy.
It's Jim. Only my parents call me Jimmy.
Well, consider me your waffle daddy.
Please tell me you're not trying to buy a Ferrari.
It's a franchising fee and down payment for a Papa's Chicken and Waffle.
Don't you have to work there a year or something?
1,000 hours.
I guess I'm trying to figure out why you're putting yourself through it.
Because it's honest, and it's the furthest thing from what I was doing.
It's endless hours and a mountain of stress.
This has a lot of potential.
Maybe it does, but we can't afford it.
Looks like you've been rode hard and put away with.
I believed everything you said. You let me sell my house.
Go get him. You know, I love grilling. I grill for free. That's how much I love it. What do you love so much
that you would do it for free.
This ought to be good.
That looks so fun. I am so excited to see Waffle Street. And it is, how can we watch it again?
Okay, so it's available on demand right now. So
Okay.
you can find it on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, DirecTV, Xfinity, Vudu. There's all these outlets.
Wherever
Right.
movies are sold.
Exactly, exactly. It will soon be available on DVD and Netflix.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, okay, so let's get to the dirt. All right, so what was the most difficult part of working on a feature film?
Oh, wow. You know what people say is true. They say if you want to produce a film, don't get attached to anything that you're not willing to have a 7-year love affair with. And luckily we got out in 5. You know, it only took us 5 years to get Waffle Street made, which is very par for course. People say that and it sounds so crazy, but it's true. It takes a long time to get a film made. And I'm learning, now I have several films in development, and I'm learning it's all about finding the timing. It's all about the magic component of getting all of the creative people together in the same sphere, and projects start to tell you when they're ready. And with Waffle Street, we had to go through a couple years of development where, it would go out to a director or producer who was interested, and they'd sit on it, or something else would come out and they would think, oh, I don't know if I'm that interested anymore. So eventually it got down to where I was getting frustrated. At the time I was in grad school for screenwriting, and I thought, I have a production personality. I just want to learn how films get made. And so that's what led to making the film Shadow that we made with the scene here in 2013. And it was in learning what the production process is all about that I thought, if we work hard enough, we can do this. And at that point, I went out and decided to really be a producer. And now I don't have a script that I don't want to not produce. I want to produce everything I write now, because sometimes it's the person with the passion who gets it done. And I'm finding that to be true.
Well, that's so interesting. Like when I think about making a film, I feel like the producer has a secret S under her shirt and just superhero, to me it seems impossible, because you've got, I've only been on a set a few times, but from what I can see, you've got crazy cameras everywhere, and you've got the actors, and you've got the makeup, and you've got the trailers, and you've got the craft food service, and you've got there's so much going on. So, and I understand you have 4 children as well.
Yes.
And so how do you maintain that level of balance? How do you do it all?
That's a great question, Amy. That I could ask you. It's funny, a lot of my mom friends look at me like I'm crazy and say, why would you do that? And I truly feel any mother who has thrown a birthday party for 30 kids can produce a film if they're willing to throw that party 60 times in a row. Because really, it's all about just being organized and project management. It's a lot of phone calls. It's a lot of making people happy. It's a lot of managing, egos with tempers with problems. But luckily on Waffle Street, we didn't have much of that at all. Everyone was wonderful. Danny Glover was the consummate professional, as was James Lafferty and Julie Gonzalo, our other star. And they were all so wonderful to work with. There were no divas on our set.
That is nice.
But it is the production mindset. It doesn't stop. When you're, the 2 months you're in production, you're just start to finish. You wake up thinking, okay, what have we got to do? And it doesn't stop. It's very physical, laborious work, a lot of paperwork, but it's fun. It's fun.
That's great. Well, it is so impressive. So I want to ask you about what your next stuff is, but just to be able to know, we go to wafflestreet.com, wafflestreetmovie.com?
Wafflestreetmovie.com.
Wafflestreetmovie.com.
You can find a link to Jimmy's memoir as well as the film trailer.
So we can find out about the book as well as the movie there.
Yes,
okay,
absolutely.
That's so great. Okay, so what do you have in the pipeline right now?
Yes, well, I'm very excited. I just locked in funding for the first feature I will actually be directing.
Wow.
So this is kind of my passion project. It's my thesis project from USC, and it's a film about a musician who gives up her career to raise children, and then her brother leaves his kid to pursue music. And it's about their lives intersecting and kind of the question, can you have it all? Can you balance art and obligation? And so we'll be shooting that this summer.
Wow.
And then I'm also producing another script that I wrote, which follows the true story of Native American brothers Lyle and Miles Thompson, who are kind of the biggest name in lacrosse right now. They broke a lot of records and have a really fascinating kind of underdog story about how they came to be who they are in lacrosse.
That's amazing. And you've got a musician mother, and you've got lacrosse brothers. You're running the gamut. This is so exciting. So congratulations on all of your success.
Thanks so much, Amy.
Thank you so much for being here.
Dependability, trust, integrity, longevity. Good solid words that sound reassuring when you hear them. And that's what we want to give you. reassurance that you can count on us. We've been here for over 30 years, and we're still here to help you hear better with dependable, honest, trustworthy service, just like we always have. Call us or visit us today in the Willow Tree Shopping Center for your hearing needs.
Walk through the front door of BreastLink Laguna Hills, a world of care is waiting for you inside. From performing your yearly mammogram to assessing your risk of developing breast cancer and genetic testing, our breast-dedicated team will treat you for all your breast health needs. Visit our friendly staff. Our convenient location is accessible by Laguna Woods Shuttle, which stops right at our front door. Whether you need us now or later, we're always here. Visit us at breastlink.com.
There were bells on the hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never saw them winging. No, I never saw them at all till there was you. And there was music and wonderful roses. They tell me in sweet, fragrant meadows of dawn and dew. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you. And there was music and wonderful roses. They tell me in sweet, fragrant meadows of dawn and dew. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you. Till there was you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pat. Oh, that was so much fun.
Yes.
So much fun. Pat, you know I love playing with you more than I love playing with anyone. Thank you so much for coming. And I would love to hear about what you're doing now. So for our viewers, Pat and I play together sometimes during the Christmas season, and it's my favorite thing to do during the Christmas season.
Me too.
But Pat, tell us about what you do during the year.
Okay. I've been a pro guitar player for, since made the commitment in '78, and I've been doing it ever since here in Southern California. And now I'm to the point to where I get to travel a little bit, pretty much living the dream. I've reinvented myself several times, and to be applicable to what's going on, know all kinds of different kinds of music, playing a bunch of different things from bands to duos, like we're doing here, and then I get calls from people around town that when they need a substitute, so I get to get more work from that. Pretty much, you know, it's my love, and I'm get to do what I love, so I really feel blessed. It's just been incredible. You know, I guess I'm pretty much the rare middle-class musician. You know, it's usually feast or famine for musicians, and you know, me and my bandmates always joke. We go, you know how they say, that's why they pay us the big bucks. Our line is, that's why they pay us the medium bucks, you know.
So what are some of the bands that you're in?
Okay, well, my two highest profile bands, I'm in Jumpin' Jack Flash, which is a tribute to the Stones, but it's Stones during the rock star years, the 70s, when, you know, pretty much they defined what a rock star is supposed to look like. And so it's full costume. I've had to learn how to, you know, buy the wigs and the makeup and the costuming, and as everybody in the band does. And we have a spot-on Mick Jagger that just has so much energy. It's such a fun band. The other one I'm in is a Doors tribute band, which is the guy who plays Jim Morrison has been doing it for like 30 years. He started when he was 25, and now it's called Wild Child. The singer's name's Dave Brock, and just has it absolutely every nuance of Jim Morrison nailed. So, and I'm the guitarist in that, and that's fun. I just got back from New York with that. Actually, you didn't know this, that bomb that happened in New York just over the weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was right in Chelsea. That came in the next day, and the club we were playing was like 5 blocks away from where the bombs went off.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, we couldn't believe it. We come into town and they're saying, avoid this section of town, and we're going, oh, well, I guess that's right where we're supposed to be, you know?
Wow.
And we went in there and we actually walked to the bomb site. So, you know, that was a fun little extra side trip that I got to do in New York.
So, Pat, I have watched you play, and I've been to one of your shows where you're just rocking out, and it is so much fun to see. So I love that you have so much versatility where you can, you know, you can play the Jim Morrison stuff, you can play the Doors, you can play classical. Pat taught my son to play the guitar and is amazing, and it focused all on classical. So as we end this show, I was wondering if you would play something as a solo as we go out. Would you be willing? I'm totally throwing this on you.
You're
had
totally
no
throwing
idea.
it, and I wish I had a pick now. Let me see what I have one. Because usually I'm not a finger picker, but for that song it was appropriate. Well, I'll do it without a pick. We'll see what we can do.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all so much for coming today. It has been such a pleasure. And thank you also, viewers, for watching, and good day, Orange County. Very nice.